What's going on YouTube? So today I got a video about a coin I recently picked up on eBay. Got it for real cheap. I was following an auction, stocking them out, and came across to this 2021 Nui Back to the Future 2 Mint State 70, so perfect grade from NGC. I really like this coin. I kind of forgot about the movie. And I'm going to kind of go through just a quick history about the movie after the coin. But the coin itself is excellent. It's 1 ounce of silver. They've only minted 10,000 of these. And pop count is low on this. If you can pick this up, NGC out of 381 coins totally graded, only 277 came out Mint State 70, which is a pretty high percentage, but out of 10,000 coins, that's a very, very low population. So you're probably not going to see one of these out in the wild unless it's a dealer just wanting to sell it. Most collectors are going to hang on to something like this, especially if they like the movie. So a lot of things I forgot about the movie. It came out in 1989. It grossed 332 million. The year it came out in 1989, obviously it was a part two of a movie, which was pretty popular back in the 80s. There was a lot of part twos with Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason's, you name it. They were making part twos. And this was the number 3 movie in 1989 as far as grossing revenue. And some of the things, as I looked up the information on the movie, there's some things that I forgot. Obviously, this is when Marty McFly goes back to the future. Their kids are all messed up, and it's because Biff figured out the time machine and brought back the almanac and became just like, the king of the world with all his fake betting because he knew every single outcome as the movie goes. But this was the movie that brought some iconic things in our pop culture, like hoverboards. So when this movie came out, remember the kids skateboarding on the actual hoverboards that had no wheels underneath, and Marty's kind of like hoverboarding over water, and they're laughing at him. They're like, hoverboards don't work over water. So when that movie came out, there was a rumor that hoverboards really did exist, and people were asking for them in toys. Again, it's 1989. Obviously, the hoverboards did not exist at that time. They probably do now. Other things from this movie that recent, if you're a sneakerhead or if you've seen the sneakers that I believe it was Nike came out with, where you put them on and they automatically lace themselves, battery operated, and I think they even glow. That really came out. I want to say it came out in 2019, maybe 2018. I remember seeing those, and that was a total Back to the Future too. Other things in this movie that I think are unusual is the girlfriend of Michael J. Fox's character was changed. So originally it was Claudia Wells, and then they magically turned her into Elizabeth Shue by like reshooting. So you kind of like, if you paid attention to the first movie, I mean, the two ladies kind of don't look alike at all. So that was kind of funny. And one thing I was not aware of is that Crispin Glover, who played Marty McFly, so Michael J. Fox's father, he actually was not in this movie. They offered him $125,000 salary or whatever to come and be in this movie, and he declined because it was half of what everyone else was getting. So he was not actually in this movie, but you see his character or his likeness in backgrounds. They put a mask or, gave him prosthetics. They hung him upside down. And he ended up suing the makers of Back to the Future 2. And there's a big lawsuit. They settled outside of court, but it actually created a new rule for actors that if you're making a movie, you can't use old footage or a likeness of an actor in a new movie if you're not paying them a penny. So that was a little bit of trivia. But anyways, long story short, so I picked up this coin for $59 on auction a couple weeks ago, and it just sold for $90 on eBay. So appreciate that. Keep an eye out for this coin. I think it's going to keep going up in value, and I think it's beautiful. I think they did a really nice job on it. Just be careful with anytime there's a newer coin and they're slabbed, got to look for the milk spots. ran into a ton of issues with the 2021 Eagles, the other world coins like Britannias, things like that. They can get milk spots on it. So if you have a Mint State 70 and it's only a year old and you think it's still going to look nice, I think something like this is okay. But there are definitely other types of coins out there that are slabbed and they're just milking like crazy. This one's perfect. So if you run across this on eBay or on your travels, someone just paid $90 for it. It's probably going to be worth 100 or more moving forward. And then I'm going to do a video on this guy here. It's not real gold, but it's a DuPont lighter, something I picked up from the shop owner that Empire has on his channel all the time. The guy who goes and always interviews at the shop, the ex-police officer that's now an investment guy. I actually picked this up from his eBay store at a good value. So I'm going to do another video on this once I get the adapter to put the flint in. So not that I'm into lighters, but man, I've always saw those back in the day. It was in the Great Gatsby, so I think it's a cool lighter. Anyways, back to this coin. If you see it, pick it up. And it's a nice looking coin. I think even raw, these guys go for like $50 or whatever. And I obviously have it in a guardhouse bag. But if you see something like this in the wild, definitely pick it up, especially if you can get it for under $90. I mean, if you can score it for 60, 65 on an auction, grab it, flip it, $90, or hold on to it if you really like it. All right, take care, guys. Appreciate you guys watching.